Loving this. This is the best. I'm doing it this way from now on. There's no other reason to do it any other way.
Matt looks so lifelike in his picture right now.
Yep.
Matt, have you ever had luck lamen?
Matt's muted himself again. Let's begin.
All right, welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode number 81, being recorded on May 21st, 2019. The council is now in session, and as with every week, you get to listen to a bunch of dudes talk about arbitrary topics on science, technology, and random shit with little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. Welcome. We have a remote reporter, Silas, from, it looks like, the Eiffel Tower today.
You have a spotty connection.
Tell us, how is the Eiffel Tower or the beach or wherever you're at?
Sorry, cutting in and out.
We're having issues talking across the pond, so.
It's nice. Je suis un nana. I am a pineapple. That's all I know.
Well, it's too bad you're not in space because, and on an asteroid, because apparently the Japanese blew a hole in an asteroid this week. Not this week.
Just like Armageddon?
Just like Armageddon.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks last week, close enough.
They just discovered it this week.
This is, they had if you remember, I think a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, we talked about this Hayabusa 2 probe that Japan sent to the asteroid Ryugu. And what they're doing on the asteroid is they're going to try and mine from it or something like that, I think. And they decided that they're going to shoot a bomb at it and try and see if they can blast it into two pieces to save us from it crashing into the Earth.
Well, that was nice of them.
So turns out that they did it, and they made a bigger hole than they thought they were going to.
Oh man,
impressive!
So Armageddon is real. Is this what I'm detecting from this article?
Yes.
I think they're.
Why does Silas look like that his parent drank?
Because they did.
Because Silas went off the deep end last night. He got stung by a couple bees.
Just a couple of wasps.
Wait,
so,
like W.A.S.P.
Sure, why not?
So wait, what prompted them to want to do this in the first place? How did they find out about this crater? And then you know what? Maybe hold on, give me a second. Let me read the article really fast.
Well, they didn't find the crater; they made the crater. So,
and they hid their probe on the other side of the asteroid until it could come back safely. So I'm gonna place a bomb, and then I'm gonna go around the corner, and come back and take some pictures.
They got video of this?
Yeah,
how far away? How close was this? It's a GIF.
It's a GIF of the before and the after.
That's.
So apparently, they're doing it. So they're trying to figure out. They want to get to a point of understanding why asteroids form, and what is it made out of, basically.
Okay.
So they've already apparently scooped up some material from the top of the asteroid's surface. So now they're trying to get some material from deep inside of it. So in order to do that, they thought the best way was to shoot a bomb at it.
No, they should have sent up drillers because astronauts aren't sophisticated enough to figure out the drilling equipment.
You can't drill through dust, which is the first flaw of Armageddon.
That's the first flaw of Armageddon?
Can't drill through dust?
Can't drill through dust. You're not going to come up with anything other than more dust.
Well, that's your opinion. That's like your opinion, man. Cool. Well, thumbs up. Asteroids, dust, Armageddon. All of those things get a thumbs up.
I think it's kind of cool that the crater was 3 times as large as they expected it to be.
I think that just means that it's hollow inside. there probably means there's somebody living on the inside of the crater, and they just blasted a hole in the dude's
Their front door.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably pretty pissed right now.
No, it was probably blasted a hole in his back door, and that's why he hasn't come.
Yeah, what are the main reasons? Like, did they speculate on why the crater was 3 times the size? I mean, I'm guessing it's because they didn't understand, like they didn't know the density exactly.
I think it was because it used 3 sticks of dynamite instead of just 1.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So they thought that they thought that the area was supposed to be more rocky and bouldery, and it turns out that it was more sandy on the surface.
Boulder's a pretty nice place, I hear.
Probably not right now. So probably snowing
do we
there.
think that it was like a bunch of weed ash because it was boulder, or is that what they mean by boulder?
Weed ash.
Potentially.
The weed ash problem in Colorado is real.
I say thumbs up for blowing stuff up. I mean, anytime you're blowing stuff up, thumbs up.
Millennia from now, our ancestors will be harvesting the weed ash deposits in the pro-cannabis states.
I give it a thumbs up because we proved that. I think this was just a scale model of making Armageddon work, and they proved that it does. So good for them.
Blow stuff up in space, yo.
They hired Bruce Willis.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's basically the only way to accomplish this.
That's really, yeah, you hire Bruce Willis and then just play like a shitload of Aerosmith.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
Dude looks like a lady.
Wait. Wait, was it? No, wait. Who did the music for Armageddon?
Aerosmith.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Don't want to close my eyes.
There you go. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. I just wanted to sing the other songs to be like, oh, no. It was Dude Looks Like a Lady. Or the Pink song where everything's pink or whatever.
Thumbs up for weed ash.
Perfect.
How many totally random viewers do we have tonight? Somebody should check that.
Oh, yeah, let me go check that out.
Oh yeah, I'll look.
Yeah, somebody check that out.
Oh, yeah, let's.
We have 2 new subscribers from last week, so
No.
thank you
Yes!
who has joined.
We're on the goddamn map.
I wonder if it was the people who were commenting last week.
Blowing up. It's blowing up.
It probably won't blow up this week because
I found last week's commenters extremely insightful.
Very much so.
Thumbs up.
Almost like aggressively insightful, possibly.
Aggressively insightful. That's what we hope for from our viewers always.
Well, something came up at work.
About.
So I said I said something at work like this is like exceedingly convenient, and then I was like, what the hell does that even mean? It'd be like something being aggressively convenient. Like, somebody please find something for me that's aggressively convenient. I don't even know what you would describe with that.
Our listeners.
Our listeners are aggressively convenient.
They are exceedingly insightful. We are aggressively convenient.
Clearly.
Due to how many places we distribute this goddamn show.
Just watch out. We'll be on Laffy Taffy next.
We're just, each of our script is like you buy a box of Laffy Taffies and it's just a script. It's one of our, yeah, exactly. It's like the subtitles from all our scripts. Oh my god. It's like, then you get like a whole box of like just the like one where Brian disconnected.
Each taffy's just another disconnect for Brian.
That
Brian,
sounds
another disconnect.
Except it was Silas is the new disconnect master.
Oh man, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I know. I don't know. Blaine was pretty bad last time.
That was all pre-show, so.
I fully expect us to take the new record if we try to connect from Iceland.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was gonna ask, are we doing that?
Well, I mean, you did ask, and I said, I believe, I can't quote it exactly because I can't remember what the hell I said, but to paraphrase it, I said something like,
No.
I mean, yeah, no. I believe I said something like
Paraphrase.
I
I
plan
wasn't
on
going to go-
making
You were like, I was going to make zero effort to go out of my way to make that happen. So maybe.
right. I
sounds
plan
like a
on
really-
making no concerted effort.
That sounds like a really crappy vacation to.
To
With no
not do
CouncilCast?
CouncilCast. Yeah.
What time would
you-
CouncilCast be?
To do
in-
council
What-
cast from
What is
Iceland.
a vacation without CouncilCast but death?
Seriously.
So you'd only be starting at 1:00 in the morning local time. So I think you guys can make that work.
I don't wait. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
In Iceland, yeah.
Oh shit! I super did the math wrong earlier. I did it. I did it from the wrong 8.
Oh, it was
You went the wrong way.
you were
I did
like-
it early. I did it early this morning when Silas texted me, and I'm like, "Let's see, 8 plus the 5-hour difference. Oh, that's not too bad. That's like 3 in the afternoon."
It's like last week on Tuesday.
Yeah. We'll have to sneak out of our hotel rooms and go find a shark to yell at. I don't
Yep.
know.
Because it's
Makes-
Yeah,
Iceland
there's
and
no
there are
sharks to
people.
yell at. They're,
Perfect sense.
they're all fermented there.
No, that's
Yeah,
fermented
I'm
fish.
super excited about eating fermented shark.
I'm
that
gonna
is-
watch you eat it.
you'll watch me take a bite of it, and then you'll watch Kayla get mad at me for purchasing it. That's what you'll watch.
It's like
Really? I don't understand. What's the deal?
it's like basically rotten shark, fermented
Think-
shark.
Think about if you had pickled herrings that had gone bad, and then you dunked them in the toilet and decided to eat them.
6 years later.
Actually, I want to inject a topic into CouncilCast right now and see if I'm going to take a poll here. So a lot of cultures have those standout gross things, right?
Yeah.
Isn't Swedish is it's surströmming. I definitely can't pronounce it, but it's really gross fish related stuff. And then Iceland has I can't pronounce it either. It's hakarl. And it's that fermented shark, and it's supposed to just be god awful tasting. What is the American equivalent?
Cornbread.
Did you just say cornbread?
Yeah, he did because he.
Get out of here! Nobody thinks cornbread's gross.
I was going to say McDonald's, but I don't have a real.
No. Is there
actual-
a food? Not McDonald's is a quote unquote brand of food. Is there a food what is our fermented shark that Europeans would taste or foreigners would taste and be like, that is just awful.
I think the bloodline of our nation was started on, man, all that crap they do over there in Europe's crazy. We gotta stop all of it.
I think the problem is that there was a bunch of people living in Europe for a lot longer than living here, and they had to come up with ways to store things. without
Right. It was a lot of that is right. A lot of that is a function of stuff needing to be preserved.
What's the one where they open up a walrus and then stuff a bunch of fish in it and leave it there for a year and then
Star Wars.
No.
Yes.
No, I think you're thinking of ostrich with fur.
Oh, yeah, that's Star Wars. They cut open that wonton and then stuff them inside.
Yes, very, very similar. Yes.
I don't really know of an American food, traditionally
I
American
can't
food.
think of
I
one.
don't know either.
That's our gross food. Beets.
Cajun?
Beets are delicious.
I mean, so that's what I was kind of going in my head with was there isn't going to be an overarching American one probably, but there might be a regional one.
My guess is
Oh
the
wait, hot dogs.
closest-
Something.
Maybe spam.
Ah!
Maybe I can see it, but everybody I've ever heard try spam, they're always like, I mean, it's just if you like salt and something that's vaguely meat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but-
not super offensive. It's not the greatest food in the world, but it doesn't have that wow, that's offensively bad.
I think
Hot Pockets.
Hawaii likes spam so much that they started a negative campaign about it. so that nobody else wants it, so there's no supply issues.
So the problem
Right.
though is that as Americans, we
Pockets, I like
probably
it.
wouldn't
Hot
find the
Pockets.
food disgusting, just like I would assume that traditional Swedish people do not find the herring disgusting.
Is that accurate? Do you, like, or is it more?
I believe that is accurate. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah. No, I think Hot Pockets. I think you're onto something there.
Hot Pockets.
Yeah. It's like a marketing, like the guy in a marketing meeting was like, "Hey, I got an idea. What if we take a nasty Pop-Tart, fill it full of nasty meat,
Oh
you
my
can cook
God.
it in a sleeve thing."
You're
Why
like
don't we dunk it in
making
the
fun.
toilet?
I like Hot Pockets.
Hope you're drunk. I hope you're
Going
drunk.
home to a trailer.
Going home to a trailer, you hillbilly. Enjoy the
The
next
hard-
NASCAR.
I mean, the Hot Pockets aren't bad. They're just like super bad for you. It's the fact that you can't ever get one to the right temperature that's the issue.
yeah, it's either you don't see it served at a restaurant. It's not good like that. I mean, what would the waiter say? Yes, tonight we have the sea bass and the hot pocket. Oh, the hot pocket. How do you have that prepared? Well, it can be prepared boiling lava hot or ice cold in the center.
That's like you
Sounds
bite
great.
through it and you call the number on the back to figure out what you're supposed to do because you fucking injured yourself by
There's a
on the
warning.
outside.
There's a warning on the back. It says, "Warning! You just ate hot pockets."
Hot Pocket.
Is that Jim Gaffigan?
Yeah, I'm just doing Jim Gaffigan.
Okay, that's what I
this is
thought.
original.
Jim Gaffigan's gonna roll in and be like, "Well, I'm gonna submit a copyright claim.
Yeah, we're definitely getting sued. This is going to be the most.
This
talked
is
about episode.
inappropriate."
Most,
That's really like a Jim Gaffigan,
Jim Gaffigan.
Brian Regan mashup.
yeah, it is. Talking for the audience as Brian Regan.
I fucking love Brian Regan.
Brian Regan is awesome.
We saw him in Ames, him and his brother. His brother like opened or did something for him. I don't remember.
I have not seen Brian Regan live. I have seen Jim Gaffigan live, and my face hurt from like the smiles and laughter that I had for like 2 hours. I was also sitting out in
at
the rain.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was at the fair, wasn't it?
Yeah, sitting outside, pouring down rain, and one of the best shows I've ever been to. It was you know, the show has to be that good. It has to be good if you enjoyed sitting through the rain to watch it. So, anyway, what are we voting on? Thumbs up for nasty foods.
Yep.
And
Food.
Man, I don't
know.
I don't remember anymore.
Do you think that? Do you think that stem cells
I'm
could
not
help cure disgusting?
Dropping
food?
this American nasty food thing.
you
I
are.
think stem cells could probably. Well, no. That wouldn't be as much stem cells as it would be using like CRISPR for DNA modification if you're trying to change how your tongue tastes something.
Good
Are you-
point.
Would it be easier to change the thing and how it tastes, or change how you taste things?
Oh.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're. If this is a long-term goal or a short-term goal, do you want to continuously be able to enjoy rotten shark, or do you only need to do it right now?
And how does it affect the other foods that you're tasting? Like, if you enjoy rotten shark, then does that mean you can't eat ice cream without vomiting? Like,
Not after you've eaten rotten
Cheetos?
shark. Ugh.
Man, I feel like you can
Sardines.
do anything after that.
Rotten
good
shark.
question.
Go run a marathon, cure cancer. Shut up, cat. You already ate.
So apparently, some scientists have discovered that you can't probably use stem cells to change your taste profile, but you can use it to maybe cure diabetes.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Diabetes.
That's pretty positive thing that can come out of that.
Yeah, I have multiple diabetic friends who have gone through the pancreatic
That's good.
transplant.
I mean, that falls into the class of will help a shitload of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are
apparently
they-
they have done it with mice, and so far the results are positive, and they claim that it took so far just a matter of days for these implants to produce insulin to help with the rodents.
It's awesome.
You know, they had to give these poor mice diabetes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just fed them a shit ton of sugar.
Sugar water. It was
Self-induced.
more like a glass full of sugar with a little bit of water, but he wanted sugar water.
That's pretty cool stuff. I mean, if you can cure diabetes, it's amazing.
It's a really
Pronounced
short article.
diabetes.
More about it.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
I use insulin to cure my diabetes.
Seen that episode of Always Sunny, right? Where Mac is eating a trash bag of chimichangas.
Yes.
No,
Have you not, Silas?
I don't think so. I don't think
Oh
I
my
made it.
god,
Was
he's
that
like
earlier? Or...
I don't know. It's not that far in. He's dragging around a trash bag, like a 55-gallon trash bag full of chimichangas,
Sounds
and just
familiar.
eating them.
It was
And
so gross.
and somebody they're in the bar, and he says something. Somebody says something to him, or he says something about having diet or no. Somebody says, "What are you eating?" He says, "A chimichanga or something." And then Dennis is like, "You are turning into a chimichanga," because he's like putting on a shitload of weight.
Is that when he got fat?
Yeah, he got fat.
Oh, wait, Mac.
Mac. He
Yeah.
goes to the
Oh,
doctor, and the
yes,
doctor
I
tells him
remember
he has
that.
diabetes, and he calls it diabetes. And he carries, and instead of changing his eating habits, he is just like still munching on the trash bag full of chimichangas, and like he says, "Oh, time for my insulin," and he like leans back and sticks out his big old belly out from under his shirt and sticks like the needle in and just pushes insulin in.
Oh my gosh, that's not how it
Gold.
works.
That's what Mac did.
Well, it's one way. I guess it could work.
I mean, Mac's not a bright guy.
Oh my gosh, I'm watching a clip right now.
It's so gross.
What clip are you watching?
So gross.
Mac eating
It's always
chimichangas.
sunny. Oh my god.
Somebody send it to me.
Yeah, he's doing it right. He just sticks it right into his stomach.
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up because this would mean that Matt could just keep eating his chimichangas. So
Forever.
Yum.
Yeah, thumbs up for Fat Mac.
I like chimichangas. So
Thumbs up for less invasive surgeries.
Thumbs up for doing diabolical things to mice.
That was a weird one, but okay. Thumbs up.
He had a garbage bag. Where did he find them on the street?
What are you guys watching? Send it to me. What is this?
Oh, I already closed out.
Wait,
Never
you
mind.
think your dad would like this show?
Oh yeah, he would. He would always call me. He would call me. This is how I imagine my dad watching this show. He'll watch an episode and then he'll call me and he'll go, did you see what they did? Oh, it would just be that. It would just exactly what he does, and I will love it
Basically-
every single time because that's what all of us do. But
Oh, yeah, I do.
we don't always verbalize it like that. And I just love that you would call me and verbalize it because I'd be like, yeah,
What?
that's the exact feeling that I had. I just had no one to talk to about it.
Basically, you just have to be on. You'll like the show if you want to watch like the worst humans,
oh yeah,
just like as people. Like
The
sometimes they try to do good and they still fuck it up.
The first episode is the gang is a bunch of racists is like
What
the
it-
title.
What is it that we're talking about?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I've seen that show. You bet.
It's Always Sunny. The first episode is where the gang is a bunch of racists or something like that. It's similar. The title similar to that, and you're like, oh, that doesn't sound like a great group of people. And then it gets worse from there. Like
That's pretty bad.
it starts at racists and goes downhill. So
yeah. So the only thing that can go downhill faster than It's Always Sunny is a flying car.
this is true. This is true.
I gotta actually go click on this because that sounded interesting.
So is flying cars the future? Apparently somebody says so.
But it
I
doesn't
love-
look like the Jetsons.
The thing that I have a problem with anytime they call it a flying car, it is
of this
just
looks
an
like a car.
airplane. It's just a personal airplane.
No.
That can drive on the highway.
If V1 on this car is not 88 miles per hour,
then they are wasting their time.
I mean, I think that I agree because realistically, a lot of these flying cars look like little helicopters, and
Yeah.
they have these gigantic fans on them. So it's not like anything that's practical that you could drive down the road.
Wouldn't it be great though if you could just fly over a traffic jam? That'd be awesome.
It'd be pretty great until like the next person underneath you decides to do the same thing and they crash right into you.
That'd be their fault.
Yeah, the practicality of it. I mean, once we figure out self-driving cars, I think that we can get to a place, then we can start probably looking at technology that's self-flying cars,
So
they can navigate around each other, and then it's just
if
like whatever.
Tesla makes one, are they going to call the technology autopilot, but like for real?
It'll be the real autopilot.
I don't
Yes,
know.
the real autopilot.
I don't know if Tesla's making much.
They've been making flying cars for a while. I remember it was 2009. I saw a thing. They're like, we have a flying car. It's a working prototype, and you can fly it. You have to go to the airport to take off, though. I was like, what? Why? And they're like, well, because you're not legally supposed to take an airplane off from the road. I'm like, well, then what's the point of having a flying car? They're like, oh, so that you could fly from one airport to the other, and then you could land, and then you could drive in that same vehicle, not have to get out and you could drop yourself off at a meeting. Like this is for business people. I'm like,
So I
Why
okay,
not just fly to the meeting?
All those
I think
people
that's an
wanna work
okay
on the
idea.
plane.
I could take it or leave it, but I think that's not a bad idea because realistically, you're not flying out of the big metropolitan airports if you're flying your car.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of little small municipal airports that you can probably drive to within 15, 20 minutes, I would guess. You literally just drive onto the runway and take off without even having to wait. So I think that's an okay thing.
I don't know. This said that they were like $500,000, $400,000 for a car.
Well, that's way too damn expensive.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm thumbs downing how expensive that is. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, this is old tech with a new, I don't know, promotion.
They said next year people will be flying around 2020.
I mean, who's selling these cars? Like, is there any real company selling cars?
No.
That you can actually...
Not according to my research that I just didn't do.
It says PalV says his company has about 70 orders globally so far. I don't know that means
70 globally.
global. And it doesn't mean that he's
Wow.
filled the orders.
Yeah, but at $500,000 a piece.
You know, to take the orders, but you don't know how to fill the orders.
This
Gotta
is
take,
true.
Take.
But
Yeah, I do like
about-
the idea. I like the idea of being able to fly around and take off whenever I want, and go further than what my car could drive me. But if it can't fly faster than my car, then I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, what's this Nexus prototype? It's got wheels that are smaller than my kid's trike and big, huge little chopper thing. Like, come on. Like, what is this? A macro version of the little hover toys we all buy now?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It's a little ridiculous. I don't know. Thumbs down until they make it look like the Jetsons.
Didn't
Okay.
the Jetsons live in space? Doesn't that make flying cars a little easier?
Yeah, your point.
His boss was named Space Lee.
Fair enough.
Thanks
think-
for supporting me, Matt.
Thumbs up for a car plane that you have to fly to the airport so you can drive home.
I'm giving it a thumbs down until it's like flying cars in the movie Back to the Future 2. I'm not going to be interested.
All right.
Did
Matt's
Matt
giving it
die?
a thumbs up, so I mean, his picture's thumbs up. And so.
That's just automatically a thumbs up.
What might be a thumbs up is playing retro games. When was the last time you guys played a retro video game?
Probably at Up Down.
Probably at what?
Up Down. It's a bar in.
It's like Barcadium.
I thought you said at the Up Down.
Well, sure,
Close enough.
close enough.
So, for people who do want to play a lot of retro games, at least at home, I think historically people have had to kind of, you kind of had to get your
retro machines.
ROMs. You either, if you didn't have the equipment or the hardware, you would get a ROM and a ROM player and load it on your computer, play it away. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes it was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Every time it was kind of shitty.
Yeah. So apparently there's a new company that is starting up called, I don't know what the hell are they called?
A technical issue has occurred on Web 202.
Nice. But apparently there's a new company. I don't know what the hell they're called, but they are making a streaming service for retro games. So if you guys are familiar with other ways to get a hold of old games, are like Antstream. There you go. GOG or Good Old Games. They do a lot of kind of retro gaming. They update them for modern computer systems. But the issue is that it takes a lot of time to update those old games. And depending on who's running the software, what it's running on, what ROM player it's in, it can be kind of a pain in the butt. So these guys are launching a game collection as a streaming service. Kind of similar to Google's more recent Stadia launch, where you can just sign into the service and you just start playing away. And I think this is actually I would say this is probably, in my opinion, the perfect case for streaming video games. Where Stadia is all about, playing current generation games. It's high frame rate stuff. It's going to require a lot of beefy hardware. A lot of it's pretty quick response time. Graphics are pretty intense. Where this is pretty hard to do. Where this is like dumbed down graphics. Things are a little bit easier. You probably run a whole bunch of instances a whole lot faster, and you probably don't have to worry so much about the input lag. So I like this idea. What do you guys think?
I'm all for Commodore 64.
I like it. Thumbs up. It's pretty cool.
I'd play.
Absolutely.
I'd play.
Thumbs up for video games. Video games.
I also like it.
And the nice thing is he actually has he does actually have people already signed on and publishers signed on to do classic games. So
like who?
He says that he currently has more than 2,000 classic games that he has licensed for streaming.
Holy cow! How did they mention any of the technology of how they're pulling it off?
Not really.
No.
He mainly just
64-bit
said
processor.
Yeah. Okay.
He mainly just said we're gonna optimize it for the system that we're streaming on, so that we're not gonna try and optimize one game for 1,000 different systems.
Gotcha.
And that's really their philosophy. He said they are launching with about 500 titles, and they're going to add an average of 10 per week.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think. I thought they told us who he had licensing deals with, but maybe not.
Yeah, I'm curious whether, like, I can see how it would save them a significant amount of time. Apparently, they've determined that it's enough as far as rather than trying to optimize everything for every combination, just do it for one and then stream it out, right?
Right.
And then you're left with support issues on the my controller doesn't work or my internet sucks.
Have you tried, getting a different controller?
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah, there you go. That's
So
exactly.
they're using they're using multiple open source and commercial emulators that they're then coding together, and some of them are being modified in-house. So it's a whole mix of shit.
Holy shit. If you go to their website, they already have quite a big list on there. It's antstream.com/game list. And they've got they've got stuff for the Spectrum, the Amiga, the arcades, Commodore 64. I mean, they're starting with some really, really old stuff, which is pretty neat.
Speaking, this isn't an old game. When we were at Up Down, when were you there last, Silas?
3 months ago.
Did you play Killer Queen?
No, you told me about it though.
That game is amazing.
Is it a retro game or is it's a new game?
I mean, it's a new game but looks retro. Like it's 2 cabinets. You play multiplayer 5-on-5, and it's fantastic.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I give more power to these guys. Thumbs up. I think everybody else voted, and I'm late to the party. So
Yep.
I'll give one more thumbs up. And I think that this is really going to take flight.
yes.
Well, we'll
Take
come
flight.
back and check the records a year from now.
This will take flight just like a F-16 fighter jet crashing into a warehouse.
Nice.
I saw the picture and the thing when it was on Reddit, but I didn't see anything past that.
So there's this happened last Thursday,
It's crazy.
where an F-16 crashed into a warehouse near the March Air Force Reserve Base in Southern California. And the link that I had posted here has a picture of where it crashed into the roof, and then some GIFs and videos of the plane actually just falling into the building, basically.
I would not have.
It's crazy.
Who knows what that would have been carrying, and I would not have stayed to record a video of it.
Well, I mean, the video, the guy's running around the corner going like, what just happened? And he's kind of sneaking, he kind of walking around the corner like, that's a plane.
Yeah, I would have.
Can I just comment on this video for a second?
Yes.
That I know it's cool that, it's interesting that the plane did its thing, but I just want to give this videographer, Jeff Schaffstall, props for turning his phone sideways. He's doing this number rather than doing this thing,
He did a
because
horizontal video.
he did a horizontal video just like he should have, because vertical video is for phones only, and this was going to go on TV. So thank you, Jeff Schaffstall, for capturing video the way it was intended to be viewed.
I hope that
Nicely
you
done.
draw a category at the next short film thing that is vertical only.
If that happens, then I'll just forfeit my entry fee and say good day. This is the last time I will be here.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
And I probably wouldn't. I would probably enter and be like, all right, let's have some fun with this. But
yeah, a training.
Yeah, I love
mission
this.
from
The
NORAD.
pilot ejected and survived, but the poor whatever it was that the plane crashed into did not survive. That's just crazy.
Nobody died. The building just got.
I said, yeah, the building got
Did they
destroyed.
release reason for the crash?
They said
Yeah,
a hydraulics failure.
Training exercise. Isn't that the usual BS?
Training exercise. What, we were training on ejector seat usage?
What am
Oh,
I
for
supposed
your
to tell the
facility.
press? Training exercise.
It was
Start.
actually training
Stick
the,
to the cards.
emergency response of the warehouse workers.
It was an automatic plane.
Do you expect me to believe
it was
that
trying
was
to
your
park.
bodyguard?
It was trying to parallel park, and it was an automatic plane. Way to go, Tesla.
Yeah, I
Good
give
boy.
them a thumbs up for having nobody get hurt. So
These
know-
these millennial pilots don't know how to parallel
Thumbs
park
up
their
for a
planes.
plane crashing and no explosion. I mean, it just fell out of the sky like it had no fuel left or something and just crashed into the building. There was no explosion, no fire. It just clunk. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't.
Hollywood's been lying to us for a long time. We just have to get used to it.
Big fireball. No, nothing. It just fell and crunched into this building.
Fireball.
I love it.
I wonder who pays for all their lost merchandise or whatever the heck they were storing in the warehouse.
It's a military
taxpayer.
warehouse.
The taxpayers.
It was a military owned warehouse. They were hiding
Yeah,
dead bodies in there, and
You'll
now
see a
the plane crashed, it
box to
destroyed them
check
all.
on your taxes next year. Help pay for fighter jet crashes.
Well, we might have to pay for Elon Musk because Tesla says that they're almost out of money and they're going to be out of money in 10 months without quote unquote hardcore changes.
I don't think they're.
What does that mean
making flying-
for Matt's car?
He's not getting the repairs made on time.
Wow, 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 wow.
That
That was perfect. That was amazing.
So apparently, Elon Musk told Tesla employees that the company is going to run out of cash in 10 months unless hardcore cost-cutting efforts are made. And apparently, him and the CFO are going to take a look at all expenses of any kind, anywhere, including
themselves.
salary.
Does this include
His salary?
influx of like billions of dollars that Chrysler is going, or Fiat Chrysler is going to pay them?
I believe that it does.
Shit!
Oh, man, that'd be so sad, Matt, if you got this kick-ass car. I don't even want to say it. I'm knocking on wood. I'm not saying anything.
Who's
Get
there?
your shit. My pitch for Elon Musk tonight is to get your shit together.
I think we can all pitch that.
yes, that I agree. That's our pitch.
So apparently, this probably is tied to some of the things that he has done recently, where he's tried to close some of the stores and they've had layoffs. So I'm not sure if that means he's going to try and find some other way to not pay his employees, or
Turn a
maybe they'll
pile
just
of
run out of cash.
turn a pile
Thumbs
of
down
old
for
car
ripping off your employees.
turn a pile of old car parts into leaf blowers. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I mean,
Thumbs-
maybe he should
thumbs
stop
down.
wasting money on making leaf blowers and flamethrowers. And
Well, I think he was trying to save the company with that ridiculous idea.
well, you've got to spend money to save money. So
There you go.
Not when you broke.
Spend money to save money. That's Warren Buffett's plan.
Thumbs down for ripping off your employees.
I give a thumbs down for not having a plan for this and not having anything planned to get out of it.
That's too bad.
Maybe that one company from like
down.
5 years ago is going to beat him to the moon.
To the moon. Well, we'll try and do our Elon Musk pitches for this week, but I'll just throw it out there. If you've got some money and want to send it to him, maybe he'll invest it in a Tesla. I don't know.
In the arms of an angel.
Yeah, where's Milano when you need her?
I think my pitch for this week, though, is that he should probably continue to come up with crazy and weird ideas for Tesla to do and make a flying car for Tesla.
Ones
that's
of
gonna
Elon's
save
in
him.
Silicon Valley need your help today.
I had thought about that, but I'm afraid he's going to need some capital before he makes a flying car because he's.
Well, he'll just sell everything that he owns with Tesla, and they're just
Sell
going to
more
transition from a car
flamethrowers.
company into a flying car company.
Well, I mean, that would be good if you get sort of the whole rocket thing and the moon thing and the leaf blower thing and all that stuff, and he just focuses on the Tesla and then making it fly. That would be great.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Sell more flamethrowers. Get your shit together. Hire, I don't know, an accountant. I don't know. Just do something to keep your business afloat. I don't know how difficult is it to keep
Extremely difficult. I mean,
Just
he
tell.
has never run a company before, so he doesn't know how to make it work.
I mean, it's not exactly a piece of cake to start up a car company in the United States, right? Like, and extremely expensive. But yeah, there's all kinds of shit. Like, let's not be working on the goddamn video games for the center console, you fucking morons, and actually do something that is like revenue inducing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what he was trying to do with these leaf blowers.
That's
What?
true.
Oh.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about him taking the old HVAC parts from Model 3 cars and turning them into leaf blowers. Because
He himself was, or he had his staff working on that.
It was just an idea he threw out at a meeting.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was an idea that he threw out at a meeting, and somebody was like, "Shit, we got to do this." Because then a week later, he asked somebody, and they're like, who had that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And so they spent a whole bunch of cash trying to figure out how to make a leaf blower.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
That's
yeah,
the only-
hard-
Well, that's just it. Like when he's doing stuff like that, it makes me think that maybe running a business isn't that hard. You know,
Just come up with crazy
just
ideas.
just do the thing you set out to do. I mean, I can understand getting sidetracked on like user experience in your car, but the leaf blower thing, that's just like, unless the leaf blower pops out of the car and blows leaves out of your way while you're driving, it doesn't seem relevant.
See, now there's a good pitch.
No, that sounds like something he would do.
I give a thumbs up for a leaf blower attached to a car.
Okay, fine. That's my pitch for the week. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect.
All right, who else is a pitch? You
I,
got one?
I'm just
Logan?
disappointed.
Just a sad face.
That's
That's your pick for the week.
just a sad face. Flying cars, like, come on. Forget about it.
That's not what
Tesla being successful, forget about it. You know, diabetes type 1, forget about it. It's over. It's all over.
my gosh. Okay.
All right, Brian, you're up.
0 votes for Logan's.
I just I would like for Elon to get his stuff together and make a flying car. I think that was a really good idea. Kind of a combo idea.
Yeah, we worked on that one together. I can tell.
You know, maybe he could make a flying car that doesn't crash like F-16s.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, see, I'll
Oh,
give
no,
you a thumbs up for that one. That's a good thumbs up, Logan.
Appreciate the support, team.
Flying car that doesn't crash like F-16s. Got it.
Yep.
Matt, do you have one this week?
Please don't go out of business.
2 thumbs up.
I think that's the best pitch.
There you
I
go.
love it.
I give that a double thumbs up. You got it.
The rare double thumbs up.
Oh, just wanted to pop in here and let everyone know that there are thumbs up for Bud Light Lime from our listeners, and apparently negative votes for Logan. So
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, you know, I win some and you lose some.
you win some and you lose some.
You got to spend money to make money, or something like that.
You got to
Thanks
spend
for my
spend
viewers.
money to save money.
spend
I must
money
be
to
doing
save
something
money.
I
right.
still can't believe there are people willing to watch this shit.
I must be doing something right because somebody's willing to comment on me. So
Yeah.
That's right. You're a.
I don't know that.
I don't know what
right.
the term for you is, but it's something to do with no press is bad press.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go.
there you
Yeah, that's it.
go.
No press is bad press.
You like that? Put it on a shirt.
Unless it's a wet panini press.
What?
Good point. That is a bad press.
And with that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned.
Dun, dun.
Thank you for listening. We record this podcast live on Tuesday nights. You can check us out on YouTube and watch it live, or check out all of our past episodes by checking your favorite podcatcher, or iTunes, or by going to CouncilCast.org. If you would like a topic for us to discuss on the council and give our decision on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com or connect with us on the Twitters at RealCouncilCast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Bang.